Yes, good day, guys. The Dangote refinery has been making frantic effort to see that the price of petroleum products in Nigeria is reduced to its barest minimum. But there are forces that still doesn't allow it to work because the interests of people in government in the oil industry is so huge. And this is a kind of difficult for Dangote to fight. Though we are seeing some green lights, tankers coming into Dangote refinery to lift fuel and all that. But the major question we are keep asking is, can it be sustained? That is one. Number two, there have been a Petroleum Industry Act 2021 that was passed into law, signed by the President Buhari, that ensures a complete deregulation of the downstream, the midstream and the downstream sector of the oil industry. But this total deregulation, the major problem it has is the interest of people in government in the oil industry, because some of them have refineries outside the country. They are neck deep into oil business, so they don't want any refinery within the country to come against their businesses. Now, if you watch, what does the Petroleum Industry Act really means? The Petroleum Industry Act ensures that prices are determined by market forces. That is, removing any form of restriction from prices. Government can no longer come and say, we are restricting prices to be at so level. Then number two was that it establishes the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, that is the NDPRA, to ensure that Nigeria as a country is in compliance with the PIA Act, that is the PIA, that is the Petroleum Industry Act, ensures that the deregulation, Nigerians are in compliance with total deregulation of the sector, of the downstream sector. Then also it was going to help Nigeria to improve efficiency, increase investment, job creation, and leading to economic growth and development. This is what the PIA, that is Petroleum Industry Act, was supposed to help Nigeria to get. Now, where Dangote is going to get it hot, still, my fear with sustainability of him producing petroleum products and selling to Nigerian market is this. Those that still have interest in importation of petroleum product will not want Dangote to sell at his own factory price or his own refinery price what he decides to sell. If, for instance, Dangote decides to sell at 250 naira per liter, this 250 naira will become a stumbling block to those products that are imported, because NNPC will want to come in to try to regulate Dangote to be at the same level with the price they are importing. This is where he's going to have his own problem. Now, by the time importers are importing, maybe the landing cost of their fuel is 500 to 600, for instance, and Dangote is selling his own at 250. That automatically throws importers out of business. And once these importers don't want to go out of business, they feel that they are in government, they will try as much as possible to keep frustrating the efforts of Dangote. It's either he puts it at the level they want, or they force him to disobey the Petroleum Industry Act. Now, you can see that the problem of Nigeria are the lawmakers, those who make the law, those who execute the law, and those who interpret the law. These are the problem Nigerians have. If you watch, NDPRA was established by the Petroleum Industry Act. This NDPRA are the problem of the petroleum industry in Nigeria. They will not want total deregulation of the sector. They don't want it at all because it will go against the price of importation. And that is why they are trying every effort to make sure that no local refineries work. Because the big players, powers that be in government, are into oil business. So our fear with Dangote producing fuel is sustainability. Can he sustain these forces that are working against him? If Dangote sells for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 1 month, and these big powers that be in government feels that they are thrown out of business, they will still come back to frustrate it. So this is the more reason why some of them want to seize power. The seizure of power by all means, by rigging, by everything, is because of these their businesses they are doing in Nigeria. So this is the only fear we're having with Dangote, because they want to force him to sell at the price of importation. And once Dangote wants to say no, your Petroleum Industry Act gives total deregulation to the downstream sector. They may not agree. They will look for force. They will try every means to frustrate him out of business. So this is the problem we're going to have. Now, I think if Dangote sells at 250 per liter, importation, it will definitely end importation, because there is no way you can import fuel from overseas and sell at 250 per liter, because the force of dollar, the rate of dollar will surely affect the price of importation and make it go higher. So that is the reason why today people are buying fuel at 1,050 naira, 1,100, 1,200, and in some places 1,300. So in as much as dollar keeps appreciating, the price of fuel keeps going up, and then it will make importation of fuel become difficult for them to do once Dangote starts working and he starts selling at 250. This is the big challenge Dangote is going to have now. You can see that leadership, especially that office of the president, the GCFR, Nigeria's major problem is that office. Now, I will learn that elders from Southwest have called the president to talk to him that he should sack the GMD of NNPC, but till now he has refused. That is to tell you there is something going on between them both. The NNPC group GMD is working for Tinubu, and himself and Tinubu have an understanding, and then the NDPRA chairman also have an understanding with the president. That is why we are buying fuel at 1,300 per liter, and then far north, some places 1,500, 1,900, 2,000. So this is the problem we find ourselves. So those of you who believe that APC is your birthright, or you have strong covenant with APC that you cannot break, this is where you have landed yourself. So my advice to the government is, this importation of fuel has to stop. They should look for other businesses to do. If not, this economy will keep destroying. There is nothing that destroys the economy other than petroleum products. So if they don't look for other businesses to do, or look for a way to fine-tune their business, if possible, these monies they are using to import, they have been importing for years. I think it's right time for them to come home and build their own refineries. Build your own refinery instead of importing substandard fuel from abroad to sell to Nigerians at high rate. Nigerians are suffering. How can somebody buy fuel for 1,300 and your minimum wage is still at 30,000? You have increased minimum wage to 70. Even the federal government has refused to pay. So something has to be done urgently. Thank you very much.